decided to try a little something out of Code's book there. This is bottle number 5 of the night, and I decided to do a vlog. See here, this week's theme is my life as a movie. And see here, my description of the movie would be one of those like travel movies where, you know, the whole group goes and they learn something about themselves and a lot of other things. But the only thing that I could think of was Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle or Stand By Me, and I'm not really either. Because, well, my stories are always lame when it comes to the traveling, learning stuff about each other type of stories. Let's see here. One story that I have is about where me and a group of friends go looking for a milkshake, which, let's see here, we wanted a specific place in the next town. So we set out, there was a group of 4 of us, and we drove 35 minutes to the next town to the place, only to find out that they're closed on Mondays, which really upset us because we were really looking forward to that milkshake. And the guy driving goes, "Hey guys, I got this. I know this place. You know, we can get there in like 20 minutes. I go, okay. You know, we roll with it. And we drive and we get there. And we got there 5 minutes after it closed. So, let's see here. We pulled up there, we looked at the time, we looked at our watches, and we're like, yeah, that figures. We're 5 minutes late. So, we're bound and determined to get a milkshake at this point because we've actually crossed state line. We've moved to another state to get a milkshake. And so, we have the option, and he tells us, you know, would you like Steak and Shake, or would you like Perkins Diner? And I said Steak and Shake because, well, we're guaranteed to get a shake there, and a pretty good one at that. And everybody else picked Perkins, so we wound up going to Perkins. And so we sat down. The cute waitress walked up and asked, you know, what she can get for us to drink. And my roommate / friend Joe said, you know, I've been trying to find a milkshake all night. You know, can I get a strawberry milkshake? And she says, yeah, sure. You know, I get a Pepsi and everybody else gets their drinks, whatever it is, but it was a milkshake. So she brings out my Pepsi and everybody else's drink, and tells Joe that they ran out of ice cream for the milkshake. And at that point, I start laughing hysterically because literally we have been trying for hours to get a milkshake. We have gone from one state to the other in search of this milkshake. And by God, after 100 and some odd miles, we still don't have one, and we're not going to get one for the rest of the night. And let's see here, I mentioned that I'm going to make a blog of it, and everybody makes fun of me for the rest of the night about that. That was pretty fun. But I'm supposed to talk about who I would have play me, or something like that, and honestly, there's not really an actor out there that really looks like me, because there's not too many plus-sized, serious / slightly comedic actors out there, because they're more just straight comedy, whereas I would expect that type of movie to be more of a more slight comic, not full comedy. Kind of like a comedy meets a comedic writer with Tarantino conversational skills. So that there's a conversation with sustenance, but it's still funny and serious all rolled into one. A dramedy, if you will. But if I were older, I would totally go Drew Carey, because I look like Drew Carey. Yeah. So, let's see here. I don't know if I have any other stories about going out for something. We used to go to the next town, Richmond, frequently at like 4 o'clock in the morning, just to get out of town and go rummage the 24-hour Walmart or the 24-hour Myers, and just roam around there and play with stuff during the middle of the night. And there's this one time where I had to be up early the next day, and they convinced me to go out anyway. And so while we were out there, we got this Rockstar energy can, and I was taking a drink and passing it off to Joe, and Joe would take a drink, pass it back, and so we finished it off. And then we were bored with it, and so we're like, dude, let's just crush the can on our heads, which is a very, very stupid idea. Because we wound up, eventually we got it crushed. It took us a half hour, but by God, our entire forehead area was just blood red from smashing it repeatedly into our heads, because I would take the can and just do a focused bash right into my head, whereas he would do like 2 or 3 quick ones and then pass it off. But it took us all night, but by God, we got it covered, and we took care of it. And actually I have a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to find it. Those are the stories of Taco Bell that I really miss. Longed of, like over a year ago, I really miss the good old days of Taco Bell. Back when it was fun. But, yeah. I'm gonna go now because I've reached 8 minutes of rambling about the good old days of Taco Bell and car rides that are absolutely pointless. But I am going to point out my shirt here, which says, there we go, I'm not dead yet, because it is from the Monty Python Spamalot, which I went with a friend to go watch a year ago or so, or something like that, and it was awesome. And I wound up blowing like over $100 on merchandise, including this shirt, some fuzzy rabbit with sharp pointy teeth, and slippers, and some coconuts. So this is me signing off.